This is as bizarre as it gets, people. So I put this to stream so you could see pictures and stuff, and it decided to fuck me over. And I'm streaming right now live. Uh, when I'm not ready. Okay, cool. Fuck you. So let's get into it. Usyk versus Fury. Usyk won the fight, no doubt about that. And congratulations to Usyk on that. Congratulations on him winning that fight. Definitely did win the fight. People are saying that Fury was robbed. Fury saying he's robbed. That's bullshit. Fury didn't. Fury didn't win that fight, especially the championship rounds. Rounds 11 and 12, he did not win those two rounds. So that's why Usyk took the fight. Fury won some of the earlier rounds, and the fight was not so much nip and tuck as people making it sound. Usyk seemed to be the one clearly landing the left hands. Fury did land some right hand counters, but Usyk's left hand was pretty dominant throughout the fight. Usyk landed the harder, bigger shots, the more flashier shots. So I thought Usyk deserved that win. And I thought the right man won. Period. What's next for Usyk? Well, it looks like it's going to be Daniel Dubois. RJ Jenkins, what's up, brother? I didn't make a prediction for this fight, but I thought Usyk was going to win again, and he did. Early on, Fury was trying to uh, use his jab and keep Usyk at bay. I think once Usyk landed that straight left hand, I think it changed everything for the fight. I think Fury wasn't as aggressive as he needed to be. Um, it's chess, not checkers. Of course, Usyk feinting, going below the shots, coming over the top, uh, landing that beautiful timing and beautiful placement with. So I'm throw a couple of check hooks in there. RJ Jenkins says, "What up?" I say, "What up, coach?" Yeah, so it's what it is. First of all praise be to the Most High God. The Most High God comes first. This is a crappy picture of the Most High, uh, Jesus at least, or Joshua. But hey, it is what it is. So anyway, I'm not really prepared to do a stream right now, but it is what it is. With respect to Usyk and his future, it looks like Daniel Dubois. I don't know if Tyson Fury will face Anthony Joshua finally, seeing that they both lost to Usyk. Fury gained too much weight. Fury tried to emulate what he did in the Wilder fight. Yeah, he was trying to bully Usyk early on, but it didn't work. The other thing is, bro, the weight actually helped him take some of them shots, to be honest with you. So, because Usyk landed some really hard shots on Fury, and Fury was able to withstand it. So, you know, Fury did land one or two nice shots on Usyk as well. Don't get me wrong. Usyk sucked it up, but I'm just saying, if he was lighter, I think he probably would have taken the punches. Uh, he would have taken the punches worse than he took them in this fight. So maybe that weight actually worked in his favor, but not to win the fight. He was gassed. Fury was gassed coming down the stretch. Um, Usyk still had that same energy. Smaller guy. Quicker. I don't think Usyk's actually quicker than Fury. I think Usyk's actually more mobile than Fury. His footwork, I think, makes the difference. I don't know if he's quicker. Fury's plenty fast for a big guy. I think Usyk just had a really good game plan. He's going from low to high. He's dipping underneath the jabs. He's slipping underneath the jabs and coming over the top of the left hand. You know, he had a good rhythm as well. Usyk had a good rhythm and everything. And of course, he's stepping around Fury. He's not trying to stay right in front of Fury. So Fury's not, like Wilder was actually fighting Fury straight in front of him. Usyk wasn't directly in front of Fury at any point in time. Even when he's walking down Fury, he's not really walking him down directly in front of him, if you notice. And he's slipping punches. He's dipping under. He's slipping. He's dipping and countering, that kind of shit. Yeah, Fury was tired, but again, Fury was tired because remember early on he was trying to bully Usyk, and Usyk was just not there. And then Usyk turns the tide on him and starts to walk his ass down, and he's landing those really hard left hands on Fury. It's going to tire him out. Plus, did you notice Usyk kept on shooting that straight long left to the body? Usyk was working that body, boy. He was working that body early. Smart guy. So all of that tired out Fury, I think. Fury didn't have nothing in the tank for them championship rounds, and Usyk definitely took those championship rounds. Now, the judge who had it 118, 110, which is like 9 rounds to 3, uh, I don't know about that, but I definitely thought that Usyk won the fight 7-5, 8-4, if you want to give, an extra round to Usyk. But I really didn't think that he won like 9 rounds to 3. I didn't see that happening. It wasn't like Usyk dominated everything. To Fury, you know. So it's a good fight. Don't forget to smash the like button, people. I don't need to tell y'all that, man. Y'all know what to do. If y'all having a conversation with me, you liking what is happening, smash the like button. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, that's what I got, man. And with that fight wasn't like I pretty much went the way I thought it was going to go, which is Usyk was going to win. I thought he was going to outbox Fury. He had already seen that style. He'd seen that style. He'd been in the ring with Fury already. I mean, so what did you expect? He's a boxer. That's what more than likely when a boxer sees a guy, gets a measure of him, beats him, it's going to be easier. And Usyk said it was an easier fight than the first one. So there you go. The commentators really try to sway the fans towards Fury. It don't matter. You and I know boxing, and that's all that matters. You know, what's his name? Frank Warren was talking some kind of crazy shit, talking about he thinks Fury won, and I'm like, come on, Frank. Frank, your guy lost. You may not like losing, but he lost. All right, fair and square. Yeah, so what I think Fury should face Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's got some momentum going with him. I think Daniel Dubois is the best guy to face Usyk right now. Deontay Wilder's out of the equation right now. He's lost, what is it, 2 fights in a row, Joseph Parker and then this other guy, I forgot what his name is. So Joseph Parker right now, actually, Daniel Dubois may not be the guy that faces Tyson Fury. It might be Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker's on a good run too. Joseph Parker's been on a good run. Daniel Dubois, he's on a good run too. So we got to see first what's going to happen with Joseph Parker and Daniel Dubois before we even talk about, will Daniel Dubois face Alexander Usyk? He got a fight in front of him, and the guy in front of him has been in form. So we'll have to see. As to the other American heavyweights, well, the other guy was going to be this kid. I forgot what his name is, Baby. Uh, I forgot what his name. His surname is Baby, but they call him Baby. But Baby got stopped, right, or beaten up or something like that by the African dude. So maybe the African dude gets a chance, but we ain't got no real American heavyweights right now on the scene that could challenge anything. So it is what it is. I mean, we got to see. We got to see these guys perform first. Even if Baby comes back and he keeps on fighting and stuff, we just have to see how he performs first before we can even talk about that sort of thing happening. It hadn't happened in a long time. Wilder was the only American heavyweight, and the Americans really rocked, at least the Black Americans, or some of the Americans at least rocked hard with Wilder. But it is what it is. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. I don't think I need to say any more about the weekend. There's nothing else to say. Munguia got upsetted by this young undefeated fighter. I forgot what his name is. Bruno. What is it? Bruno something. I can't remember. Yeah, he got upsetted. He walked right into the shot. Bruno was boxing really nice. Kept on trying to get that shot off. Munguia got to work a little bit more on his defense. But that's basically it for me. What you need. If you guys got anything else you want to bring up, I'm really not interested in it. There's an upcoming boxing fight that I'm trying to think. Yeah, there is something I want to talk about, which is David Morrell versus David Benavidez. That's a good fight, man. David Morrell versus David Benavidez is a good. That's a nice. It's a pity it's not a championship fight. That's a good ass fight right there. Both guys, were former world champions. At least they had the paper champion kind of guys. Canelo's the real champion. Both guys Canelo didn't want to face. That's a good matchup for David Benavidez. David Morrell's bigger, stronger than Demetrius Andrade. You know what I mean? He's a bigger, stronger guy physically. So David Benavidez wouldn't be able to just manhandle him like that. He also has got power. He's got pop and everything. That's a good step up fight for David Benavidez. I don't think this. Caleb Plant was a good fight for David Benavidez, but Caleb didn't have the kind of pop that David Morrell has. And David Morrell is more of a Cuban fighter, so he's a much slicker southpaw at that. That's interesting. That's a good fight. David Morrell doesn't have a lot of pro fights, but he's got an extensive amateur career, which is going to be a big deal, you know. So it's a very good fight, and I think David Morrell's up for the challenge. The question is, can David Benavidez handle a David Morrell? So that's going to be a good fight. That's actually a good fight. I don't know how it's going to go. Don't ask me how it's going to go because both fighters have things working against them. David Benavidez, he has working against him the fact that that's a really tricky style. That's Cuban. That's the Cuban uh, school of boxing. He's going to be going up against there. You know, volume is not enough. You know, pressuring a guy a certain way is not enough. So he's got his, you know, he's got his stuff. He got some stuff to work out. Now, with respect to David Morrell, he don't got that pro experience. He didn't face that kind of tough competition that David Benavidez had to prove himself. So there's always that factor in there. It's like, oh, I don't know. I really don't know. RJ Jenkins says, what do you think about Tank getting mad every time the reporters mention Shakur? Tank would get outboxed by Shakur. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, Tank can box too. Tank is a boxer. I don't know. See, Tank is a guy he's not stepping up to the top competition. That's the problem. He's looking great against guys of the top guys. So he's always looking great. You know, and people say, well, Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney or something like that. You know, look what Ryan Garcia did to Devin Haney. He couldn't do that to Tank. I'm going to say this so that people understand, okay? Ryan Garcia wasn't the top creme de la creme of the lightweight. We want to see Tank against the top guys. To have those top guys face them. And it's not like Tank doesn't have skill. We can see Tank's boxing skill, right? He got killer instinct in him. He'll go try and flatten you. But he's got skill. It's not that he doesn't have skill. You know what I mean? Me personally, I think that Tank versus Shakur should have happened a long time ago. That's the honest truth. It should have happened a long time ago. Tank versus Devin Haney, Tank versus Lomachenko, you know, Tank versus Teofimo Lopez. These fights should have happened a long time ago. You know what I mean? This guy, he squandered every single opportunity to face the very best. So I understand, RJ Jenkins, you thinking that Tank would get outboxed by Shakur. I don't know if that's actually what would happen in reality because Tank's a phenomenal fighter. The thing that's sad about it is this guy just will not face top guys. So we can't know. It's one thing to predict a fight before the fight actually happens. It's another thing to watch an actual fight happen and see how off your prediction is or how on your prediction is. And even as a coach or whoever, we can't really know. We don't really know. That's why we have the fights. That's why we line them up to see what's really up. But this dude, Tank, he been fighting subpar guys with respect to his status. He's supposed to be one of the top fighters in the division. He has not even fought a single top champion at lightweight. He's not faced a champ at lightweight. A actual champ, right? Devin Haney has unified. He fought an actual champ. Keyshawn Davis is about to face an actual champ. If the rumors are correct, but you know, I can't remember the guy's name right now. But if he faces the WBO champ at lightweight and beats him, he had actually beaten an actual world champ. Tank has beaten 0 world champs at lightweight. 0. He faced a paper champ at super lightweight and beat what's his name? Mario Barrios, right? Mario Barris is currently the WBC champion right now. So it's a good fighter, but he wasn't the best at super lightweight. He just wasn't. We can look at it and say, oh, he aged pretty good, and that's cool. It's still not facing the very best, and that's a problem. Like, people are willing to put Tank in the Boxing Hall of Fame for knocking out people. That's it. Hey, he ain't got to face the best at any division, the very best. He didn't have to do that. No, he just had to knock out people, and that's what puts him in the Boxing Hall of Fame. Weaker resume in terms of number one fighters, Tyson, and that's saying a lot because Mike Tyson fought some weak champions, but he still fought the champions. Tank ain't fighting the champions. He'll fight former champions. He probably, I think, at super featherweight, he fought some champions. But the point is, that's it. He ain't fought another champion since then. Leo Santa Cruz was a champion as well, but he ain't fought no legitimate champions, reigning champions. After that, he's just not. Argentina says people will continue to pay Tank, see Tank fight lower opposition, knockout sell. That's why he sells out his fights. Yeah, I get it. Like Mike Tyson, he guarantee you almost a knockout because the fighters he's fighting, he feels confident he can knock out. You understand what I'm saying? What I mean by that is you might make money off of doing that, but people are going to catch on to the fact that you ain't facing nobody. They're going to catch on to that. And I'm sure a lot of people have already caught on to that in the boxing world. Outside of the boxing world, not so much. But there's only so far you can go, man. This is a pause break to make an announcement. This video is brought to you by LIVE Products. LIVE, live now, we're live now. You can also donate to this channel via PayPal. Both the links for LIVE Products, if you're in the Trinidad and Tobago area only. LIVE Products, you can call or WhatsApp the numbers you see there. And to donate, the link is there in the description. All right, back to it. I paid my sponsors. So now, as to like I said, the fights that I'm really interested in right now is David Morrell versus David Benavidez. That's a good fight. David Morrell comes from really good stock, so Archie Jenkins says that's why he doesn't want to fight Shakur for straight Tank. I mean, let me be real with you, okay? Tank don't want to go in the ring and stop his knockout streak. He got a knockout streak going. He wanna have a fight where he can get another knockout, look spectacular. That's what he want to do. Tank's into the entertainment business, so he's more about knockouts. You understand what I'm saying? Shakur gonna make him look bad, even if he does knock out Shakur or he gets the win, he's just gonna look bad. You know what I'm saying? He gonna look bad doing it, and he want to look good. See, for him, it's not just about what kind of fights you fight, it's about how you win. So for him, it's I gotta get a knockout. I want people to come see me. They know me for getting a knockout, So he's trying to keep that gimmick going. Who is he supposed to be facing? That little kid from what he named? What he named? Roach. Roach. He done already know he can knock out Roach. Roach is coming up in weight, right? Now Roach, on the other hand, he know Tank pretty well as well, right? He know he's competed against him. He's also sparred him a lot. So Roach and Tank, they know each other pretty well, right? But the thing is, I don't think ever in competition Roach ever beat Tank. So that's where mentally Tank's already got an edge over Roach in that respect. Of course, if you slip up on Roach, maybe Roach might beat him by points. Who knows? But at the end of the day, nobody want to see that fight like that. I mean, the Tank fans want to see it, but the real fans in boxing is like, so you going to just overlook everybody in the lightweight division, right? You're going to just overlook everybody in the lightweight and again fight a smaller fighter. And you're not even going down in weight. So you're going to have the weight advantage. You've been at lightweight for the longest while. So it's like when we see these kind of poor choices, you ask yourself, oh, what the fuck? So I'm not interested in that fight. I'm not going to watch it. Maybe other people will watch it. I'm not watching that shit. That's a waste of my goddamn time. If there's an upset that happens, then I'm glad. I'll be happy. I'll be so happy because this is a fighter that just want to be on cruise control. He want to make money without putting out any effort whatsoever. He's not interested in the sport like that. Tank's not interested in the sport of boxing like that. Okay, so he need to either leave the sport or I'm just not gonna pay attention to him. Everybody talking about Tank, 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 Tank. I don't care about that fight. I don't care about who Tank faced unless he's facing somebody credible. And he ain't facing nobody credible in my book. He's fighting a smaller guy coming up in weight. I don't give a fuck about that. Now, some people say, well, how you can say that? And Canelo, you don't want to see Crawford face Canelo? I don't. Let me put it to you this way. Crawford versus Canelo is still, to me, a weird fight. It's a circus fight, in my opinion. Now, I know people in the past, back in the old days, used to do that, but me personally, I see it as a as a as a circus fight, and I'll explain. Crawford wants this fight, of course. You're gonna move up to 168. You've never been at 168. You've never fought at 168. You don't climatize to 168. You just want to jump up to 168 and take on this guy, Canelo, right? I don't know what Crawford thinks he sees, but I don't know anybody who's jumped up 2 weight classes in recent memory, in recent history of boxing, and beat anybody. And he'd be jumping up. He did fight at super welter, so he'd be jumping up from super welter. He's not even fully acclimatized to super welter yet. He'd be jumping up from super welter to middleweight to super middleweight. He'd be jumping up 3 weight classes to face a guy that's acclimatized, fully acclimatized to the weight class he in. Now, unless Crawford is using some sort of PED, I really can't see that happen. I'm sorry. Canelo is not that great a boxer as Crawford. Nobody's questioning that. But there's the problem. Canelo's much bigger. He's just much bigger. He's just way bigger. He been fighting way bigger guys. You know. So unless Crawford is juicing, I still don't think I just don't see it. I mean, I know he has the capability to outbox Canelo, but I just don't think that's what's going to happen. That fight not going to end that way. Canelo's too big for him. I mean, Crawford. I mean, I like Crawford. I like Crawford. I know Canelo's on the downswing right now. I know Canelo ain't looked that great in the last couple of fights, but I'm telling you, man, that ain't no fight. That's not as easy as it looks. RJ Jenkins says Morrell will lose. Benavidez fought bigger punchers at 175. Who Benavidez fought that's a bigger puncher than Morrell? Who? Oh, seriously. Who you fight that was a bigger puncher than Morrell? And that's quick. Morrell's quick. He's mobile. He's sharp. He's southpaw. I don't know. I don't know anybody. Who is the bigger puncher? Benavidez' last fight was against Andre. Andre is not a bigger puncher than David Morrell. You know that. Andre's a small guy. Came up from 160. Started fighting at 154. Morrell's been fighting at 168 his whole career. It's big. He's a big Cuban fighter. What was David Benavidez' last fight? I can't remember. Who was David Benavidez' last opponent? It was Demetrius Andrade, man. Who's Bensid? I don't know who Bensid is. His last opponent was Demetrius Andrade. He hasn't fought anybody since then. Oh shit! Oh yeah. He fought. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, he did fight at 175. That's true. He fought against Gavorsdik. Yeah. Yeah, and he didn't do nothing to Gavorsdik. He didn't do nothing to Gavorsdik. Gavorsdik's much bigger. That's like putting Benavidez in there right now with RTF. That is not a good thing. He would be sushi. But Turbiev would destroy him. I don't even think Benavidez can handle Bivol. Bivol on another level, man. Bivol's on another level. Because Benavidez don't punch as hard as Beterbiev. Nobody punches as hard as Beterbiev. Yeah, Govorzik can punch a little bit. Govorzik wasn't doing shit. He was just standing in front of Benavidez taking punches. He wasn't doing much. He didn't throw much. But David Morrell will be throwing that left hand. You can be guaranteed of that. So you can't really say he's taken much from Govorzik. You know what I mean? And that's a washed up Govorzik. He couldn't even stop him. How are you be able to handle Morrell? What did Govorzik do? Offensively, Govorzik didn't do much of anything. And Morrell, and you're talking about handle Morrell. Morrell also fought at 175. Both of them fought at 175. Come on, man. You got to do better than that to convince me that David Benavidez will beat Morrell. I can't say. I'm not going to call that fight. It's terrible for me to just call that fight. You know, I'm not going to call that fight. Morrell's just as big as David Benavidez. Sparring Bivol and fighting Bivol are two different things, coach. You know that. We talking about fighting. We're not talking about sparring. We're talking about when it count. When it count, that's what we're talking about. It's totally different, and you know that. So Dimitri Bivol, you know, is he not one of them normal guys, man. He know what to do. Arthur Jenkins says Benavidez sparred Bivol and stopped him in sparring. Sparring, bro. That's sparring. Floyd got a black eye from Errol Spence in sparring. That's sparring. Okay? Sparring. That don't mean shit. And you know this. Why are you bringing up sparring? That's to prepare you for a fight, to get you sharp and shit. Don't matter. Tyson Fury been dropped several times in sparring. That don't mean shit. People get dropped in sparring all the time. Teofimo Lopez got dropped, and we literally see it. We saw a sparring clip where he got dropped. So what? That don't mean nothing. He has not been dropped. He's been dropped, I think, twice in boxing, but that's about it. And sparring is sparring, bro. You know that. We don't even talk about that. You know, there's some people you spar. The Russian guy that Andrei was beat up, the Crusher, Kovalev. They say Kovalev don't show up for sparring. He get beat up in sparring. But where that motherfucker get in the ring is totally different. Sparring, that don't mean nothing. I don't know what Bivol was working on when Benavidez was coming all out at him. Bivol might be working on certain things. You never know. Sparring, man. So, yeah, man, I spent more than enough time here. They keep on cutting and bringing my internet. If not, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I told you guys to smash the like button. I saw a whole bunch of you guys come through and y'all didn't smash the like button. What's up with y'all? Why y'all don't want to show me some love? I'm out of here. Peace.